Amid Barcelona's interest, Milan defines its stance on selling Leao. Italian media reports have revealed AC Milan's stance regarding the sale of Portuguese international Rafael Leao, the club's first-team forward, amidst strong interest from Barcelona. The Portuguese player's contract expires in the summer of 2028, and he has become a target for several top European clubs, including Barcelona and Chelsea. According to the Italian website Calcio Mercato, Milan has made its decision regarding Leao's sale this summer and does not intend to let him go, especially with the potential departure of Theo Hernandez. Milan does not want to lose two of its star players, and even if the team fails to qualify for the Champions League, they will try to convince Leao to stay, rejecting offers below 100 million euros. The player's agent Jorge Mendes had contact with some Saudi clubs in January, but now Chelsea and Barcelona are the most recent clubs interested in signing the Portuguese forward. Leao has played 40 matches across all competitions for Milan this season, scoring 10 goals and providing 9 assists, while struggling with the team, which currently sits in 9th place in Serie A. Barcelona targets Milan's gem. Reports during the early hours of this Saturday morning revealed that Barcelona is interested in signing an AC Milan player to replace Dutch midfielder Frenkie de Jong in the Catalan team's midfield. De Jong's days at Barcelona are numbered, as his ongoing disagreements with the club's management continue, especially with his contract renewal still pending. The Spanish website Fichajes mentioned that Barcelona is targeting Dutch midfielder Tijani Reinders of AC Milan to succeed his fellow Dutchman Frenkie de Jong. According to the Spanish site, German coach Hans Flick is keen on signing Reinders, seeing him as the best option to strengthen Barcelona's midfield in the near future. Reports suggest that Milan will not agree to let Reinders leave easily, but if that were to happen, Barcelona would have to pay over 40 million euros for the player. Amid players' comments after the Leganés match, Barcelona is the biggest obstacle. Their superiority cannot be denied. After Real Madrid's match against Leganés in La Liga, several players from the Royal team, led by Vinicius Jr., made strong statements about the competition this season, especially regarding their traditional rival Barcelona, which is experiencing one of its best periods in recent years. The players confirmed that facing Barcelona this season is the toughest challenge, pointing out that defeating them is an incredibly complicated task due to the impressive level the Catalan team is displaying on all fronts. Vinicius Jr. Barcelona is a complete team, and they are performing at their best. Vinicius Jr. spoke candidly about Barcelona's strength this season, saying, "We have to be realistic. Barcelona is having an incredible season by all standards, and they might be the strongest team in Spain and Europe right now. They have a cohesive system, their coach knows how to make the most of the players' abilities, and their attack is almost impossible to stop. They play with a lot of confidence, and you can see that in every match they play, they dominate the game and impose their style on any opponent." He added, "It's really difficult to overcome a team with this strength. We've tried on several occasions this season, but the reality is that things have not been easy at all. We know the fans want us to beat them, but we have to admit that facing Barcelona has become one of the toughest tasks in football right now." Real Madrid admits, Barcelona is the clear favorite to win La Liga and the Champions League. Real Madrid players unanimously agreed that Barcelona is the frontrunner to win La Liga this season, with some even asserting that the Catalan team also has a great chance to win the Champions League, given their strength and the cohesion of their players. One of the players said, "Barcelona is on a steady path to winning La Liga, and even in the Champions League, they've proven they can compete with the strongest teams. They have the mentality of champions, and it doesn't seem like there's a team that can stop them easily. We are competing with all our strength, but it's clear that Barcelona has the upper hand this season." Another player added, "In big matches, we've seen how Barcelona imposes their style, and how they deal with strong teams, whether in La Liga or the Champions League. They have a fantastic squad. Their midfield can control any game, and their attack is ruthless against any defense. There's no denying they are the leading contender in all competitions they're in." Concerns about facing Barcelona in the Cup final. The hardest match this season, if it happens. When Real Madrid players were asked about the possibility of facing Barcelona in the Cup final, many expressed their great respect for the Catalan team, confirming that such a match, if it happens, would be the toughest this season by far. One of the players said, "Thinking about facing Barcelona in the cup final is very complicated. They are the only team we haven't been able to beat this season, and we know how strong they are. It will be a very tough final, and the match won't be decided easily. If we want to win, we need to deliver an exceptional performance because any mistake against them could cost us the title." Another player added, "Barcelona has great experience in finals, and they know how to handle these matches. We've lost to them twice this season, and if we face them in the final, it will be the most difficult encounter. We need to be fully prepared for it, because anything less than perfect performance won't be enough to beat them. Heavy defeats still on their minds. We won't forget what happened this season." Despite focusing on the future, Real Madrid players didn't hide the fact that the two heavy defeats to Barcelona this season are still fresh in their minds. The 4-0 loss followed by a 5-1 defeat were shocking for the team and had an impact on the players' morale. Vinicius Jr. commented on this. "We can't deny that the two defeats to Barcelona were among the worst moments of this season. We felt powerless in those matches, and they outclassed us in every way. This type of loss stays in your memory for a long time, and it's not easy to forget." He added, "We want to get revenge, but we need to be realistic. It's not enough to just want to win. We need to prove on the field that we are capable of doing it. Barcelona is a very strong team, and we need to be at our best if we want to beat them in any upcoming match." Closing remarks. Barcelona is in its best form, and we need to double our efforts. In the end, the Real Madrid players agreed that Barcelona is in its best form in recent years, and that their strength cannot be underestimated. The Catalan team has become a very difficult opponent, and defeating them requires extra effort and focus. One player said, "Barcelona is the most prepared team this season, and we know that very well. We won't give up, but we need to be at our best if we want to keep up with them. The competition is still on, but the reality is that Barcelona has placed itself in a very strong position this season." Vinicius Jr. concluded his statement saying, "In football, anything is possible, but we have to be honest with ourselves. Barcelona is a very strong team, and facing them won't ever be easy. We have to work hard, stay focused on every match, and if we want to win titles, we need to be ready for the toughest challenges." 5 points behind the fourth position that qualifies for the Champions League. The reason behind Barcelona backing out of the Arnold deal. It was expected that this summer would mark a turning point in Trent Alexander-Arnold's career, as his contract with Liverpool was set to end after 21 years spent within the club's walls. The English defender joined Liverpool's academy at the age of 6 and progressed through the youth ranks until reaching the first team in 2016, becoming one of the key pillars in the club's lineup ever since. As the end of his contract neared, speculation about his future grew, especially after the player rejected a massive offer from Liverpool to become the highest-paid English player in the Premier League, according to TPR Football. Instead, Arnold decided to move to Real Madrid on a free transfer, adding strength to the Spanish Giants squad. However, it is notable that Barcelona was one of the clubs interested in signing the 26-year-old player. Spanish radio station Cadena SER, quoting the Mirror, reported that Barcelona's management had held talks with Arnold's representatives a few months ago to explore the possibility of bringing him in. Barcelona decided to back out of the deal for two main reasons. The first reason is the financial crisis the club is facing. Despite the fact that signing Arnold would not require a transfer fee, his massive salary and the necessary bonuses made the deal too expensive. The second reason is the impressive performance of Jules Koundé at right back, despite primarily playing as a center-back. This led Barcelona's management to reassess their priorities and focus on more affordable options to strengthen this position. Instead of Arnold, the management decided to explore cheaper alternatives, with André Ratiu from Rayo Vallecano and Vanderson from Monaco standing out as potential candidates to support the right-back position. Expected changes to Barcelona's lineup against Girona. German coach Hans Flick, the manager of Barcelona, plans to make several changes to the Catalan team's lineup in their upcoming match against Girona on Sunday night in La Liga. Barcelona will host Girona at the Luis Companys Olympic Stadium in a match for La Liga, following their postponed game against Osasuna, where they secured a 3-0 victory at the same venue on Thursday night. Flick applies a rotation policy for the Girona match. According to Sport newspaper, Flick intends to play the duo of Ronald Araujo in place of Inigo Martinez in central defense. The Uruguayan will be joined by Pau Cubarsí in the backline, with the latter replacing Eric Garcia. Brazilian winger Rafinha Diaz will return to the lineup after missing the Osasuna match. Flick is expected to include him in place of Gavi, and Polish striker Robert Lewandowski will start from the beginning in place of winger Ferran Torres. Flick may also compensate for the absence of Dani Olmo in his first match after injury by introducing Fermín López, with the possibility of resting French defender Jules Koundé by opting for Hector Fort instead. On the opposite side of the defense, Martin could play in